Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start this video by asking you all to please like and subscribe if you do enjoy these daily updates. It just helps the channel a little bit and it makes I get a little bit of enjoyment out of seeing the numbers grow, which is always good to do, and seeing that it's free to like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. We can see today that they've already put these yellow markers down on the concrete slab. Someone said this is cheap grade concrete that they're going to build on top of, and it just is better than building on top of the dirt. So yeah, we will see what they end up building on there. We can see also on the right hand side they have started to dig out the piles on the right hand side. We saw them digging these on the left hand side towards the back yesterday. And evidently there's piles in the ground the whole way back, matching the left hand side. It's going to be quite a big area for them to work on in this section. It's a similar sized area to what we can see here in this cornered off bit, this rectangle, which they're making good progress on. All the concrete is poured now, apart from that one, and they've started to put the start of the cast around on the left hand side, which is good to see. We can also see them starting to put the next rebar column up on this square in the middle of all this yellow fencing. I'm also going to talk a little bit today, and please everybody know I am in favour of HS2. Obviously I follow it every day, and I'm hugely in favour and understand the need for the project. But I'm going to talk a little bit today about the costs involved, just to give you an idea of, one, how big scale the project is, and two, how much it actually costs to do these things. Excluding labour, a single one of these concrete pours, and I'm talking about the square columns, so a 30-metre cube sort of pile cap pour, can be up to about £12,000 worth of concrete if it's high grade. Not one of these at the bottom, obviously 30 metres cubed is a bit bigger, they're the ones down the other end of the site. But if you think each one is up to between £10,000 and £15,000, and we see them do multiple a day, that is, we can see that when the site is meant to take about £600 million to build, Curzon Street station itself, we can kind of use that as a measurement as well of how far through they are. I got asked by a viewer to fly over towards Moore Street. Moore Street operates both West Midlands Railways and also Chiltern Line trains. Chiltern Line trains go down to London Marylebone. They go back and forth between Moore Street and London Marylebone, and then the West Midlands Railway does the route to Worcester Foregate Street, and sometimes it goes down to sort of out towards Stratford upon Avon, and serves the Solihull area. I also paused here for a second. We can see the proximity towards the Curzon Street site. This is also relevant for the new sports quarter that they're starting to build next year. I will have coverage of that when they start, towards the new Birmingham City football ground. That's an even bigger development. About £3 billion in total is going to be the whole sports quarter. And there was a presentation recently where they spoke about the transport links. So as they get up and running, I will basically cover the updates and the transport links surrounding this area, and also out towards the sports quarter, which is just down the road. It's not too far away, it's about a mile, maybe a bit less. We can see the tram tracks over here. Bit more progress, bit tidied up compared to yesterday, but not particularly new track laid. Mind you, they've done amazing progress this week. If you go and watch the video back from a week ago, it's night and day really. There wasn't much down on this road last week. It's good to see it all coming together. You can see where they're working now on the excavators. It'll be interesting to see how many months it takes them to actually start coming down here with the trams. I'd say possibly, I mean, we've got about 7 months left of the year. Possibly towards the end of the year, they might at least have the track laid, certainly down towards the part where it enters the Curzon Street site. So that'd be interesting to see. Curzon Street obviously still has a way to go before the tram track can pass through it. We're not there just yet. A lot more concrete to pour. I'd say in about 2 or 3 months we're actually going to finish needing excavators on site. All the dirt work, in quotations, will be done, and then it will just be on sort of crane work, building the actual buildings. I'd put that for sort of late summer, as there's still quite a lot of piles to pull up. You can see this steel work here. I've extended it slightly, but it moves much slower than the deck on the right hand side. It's interesting to see the different approaches. This looks like it's more heavy duty. It can carry heavier loads by the looks of things. But they've extended the decking slightly, and we can see another one of those working from height things that they can clip into, the red and white umbrellas. Looking over at this decking section here, so they're extending upwards with more rebar. I actually, going back towards the costs, for example, this on the bottom left hand side of the screen here, these columns, the actual cost of the rebar can be more than the concrete itself. So a single one of these concrete blobs we can see here, we can see they've extended a long way in the past couple of days. They're over halfway through this thing, but a single one of these concrete piers with concrete and rebar, you know, it could be over £20,000 each. So it's quite mind-boggling when you actually put it into perspective, and then you've got labour costs and all that. But as I mentioned, I am firmly in support of HS2. I believe that cost will be recouped, and vastly more through benefits to the local economy, and also just local businesses and things like that. We looked over towards the Curzon Street building there. Looking over here, they haven't really extended the rebar much further left. I think I noted today, as we see when they make the concrete boxes all over the site, they're doing a similar process, but obviously on a much bigger scale, with this crane attachment here, and they're using the white tower crane to do so. They have a concrete hopper that's full of concrete, and they're filling in the sides that they put down. They're filling in those casts with concrete, and obviously they're going to go the whole way around the outside. That's going to be a lot of concrete, similar to what they did below it inside the box. If you go back and have a look, they filled all the walls in with concrete. So obviously it looks like they've got to have another layer on top of that, and then we'll see how they finish it off. This is a look over Curzon Street now. We can see just how busy it is. It gets busier every day. I know people that don't support the project think, You know, it's never moving anywhere. Those that watch every day can definitely tell week by week there's a pretty mega difference. It's very busy again under these viaducts. They seem to be adding more and more things. It looks like, well, it is a storage area, but it's certainly busier than it was even a month ago. I thought they were cleaning up under there, but obviously as more and more space on the site is taken up by actual structures, they now can't store anything on the site anymore, and they have to use there. Those scaffolding parts eventually will look the same as the other side of the river, the canal. So these under the white sheets are going to look the same as the ones on the other side of the canal. Looking over here, we can see on the left hand side the steel and the crane parts that will be assembled. I'm guessing they're waiting until Curzon number 2 viaduct's been pushed. I've heard that's going to be from the 24th until the 28th of May, and then again from the 30th to the 31st or something. Unfortunately, I am away on or unavailable in Birmingham from the 24th until the 26th. However, there will be a video on the 27th, so we'll get it mid-slide. And then, yeah, so please like and subscribe to be in the loop with the most up-to-date updates and my rambling commentary. I did try and fly over here. We had a very bad signal today. I think it was a bit cloudy. I don't know if that affects the drone. And annoyingly, 2 minutes after here, as you might see on the recording, if that's how it works, I figured out how to zoom in with the drone. That would have been useful here, but we can still see what's going on. We can see they've completed the decking on the right-hand side. There's a little white machine towards the front of that decking section. And we can see on Bellingham Bridge, they have started, well, there's a lot of workers on the left-hand side working around a new piece of steel that we haven't seen before, resting upon that area. This is a look over towards the Dudeston Junction viaduct. I then actually cut the footage as my drone signal was really playing up. But now we're flying back across Curzon Street site to get it all from the other angle. Oh, the 2x zoom did work. So I know that for again. Now I can zoom in both 2 and 4x zoom. So that is good to see. Gives us a bit of a closer look up of that area. And we can see them building this decking section here. Lots of workers going into this. They seem to be extending at about 2 concrete columns width a day. So they've done probably about 11 now. And I think there was 8 left. So possibly by the end of next week, they will have extended the decking the whole way across that section. Can have a look at this false work as well. We can see the workers strapped in to this sort of thing that stops them from falling from height, and we get a bit of a closer look up at the false work. We can also see this excavator still digging away. It was digging away after I left as well. So when we go back on Monday, this will probably be much more dug out, as I know they work Saturday mornings as well. I think it's 8 till 1, so it's kind of like a half day. We can see the rebar that's being put up as well that we focused on first thing. And this is a look back over the site, and we can see this excavator putting it into the back of that truck, taking it away. it's quite interesting to watch actually, as they have a constant stream of trucks ready. One truck gets filled up with dirt the excavator's dug out, the next one is ready to go. It's very well organised. And apologies about this, I will figure out when it's good to use the zoom and when isn't going forward, but I think it's quite cool to be able to get a little bit of a better view of what's going on. Because I'm quite high here, but it's still good. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, all the support on the channel. I'm just trying to grow it and see if it's feasible to do every day. But that is the plan. So please do support me if you enjoy it, and I'll see you on Monday.